Hi, this is Bonnie Esther, and I'm going to spend a little time with you today talking about perspective. When I was a kid, I thought my house was really big. And I remember driving back there years later, and I went and saw my house, and I said, "Wow, this is not a very big house," because I was an adult, and it seemed smaller to me than when I was a child. So this thing called perspective, the way we see things, the way we view things, the way we think of things, is our perspective. So I'm going to show you a couple of object lessons and teach you a few words and expressions, and then invite you to do some things in our time together. So my first object lesson is this. You've perhaps heard of an expression that people say when they talk about a situation like this. So you know what I have in my hand is it's a glass, and in it I have water. So one might say, one perspective of this is, wow, the glass is it's like half full. It's half full. It's like, I don't have too much more and then it will be full. It's half full. And that's one perspective. Another perspective is, wow, it's half empty. It's like a lot of it's gone already. It's going to be gone soon, so it's half empty. I could look at this as half empty or half full. So it would depend on my perspective. And one is a more positive perspective, outlook. One of them's more positive, and one of them's more negative or sad or disappointed. So that's an object lesson to talk about the expression, the glass is half empty or half full. So we say that in English, the glass is half empty or half full. So we have sayings, we have adages, we have proverbs, we have idiomatic expressions, or we have figures of speech. The way we say that is the glass half empty or half full. So if you hear someone say half empty, you're thinking half empty, then we know it's a saying or an adage or a proverb or a idiomatic expression or an idiom or a figure of speech. So we use these in English and we use these in other languages to say things more efficiently, to say things more clearly, and it's in an interesting way when we say, oh, today the glass is half full, right? Because we can see that someone's in a positive mood. So we'll be using these different things, and I thought of a few of them today. I thought of 4 of them today, all related to a certain topic. And the topic is that topic of trying to be hopeful when you feel sad or afraid or discouraged, when you feel stressed out. And so people will say sayings and adages to try to make us feel better, to remind us that there's another perspective. So I have another set of object lessons, and it's right here. So I have here an outfit with some funny things attached to it, and I want to use it to kind of talk about these expressions. So this is going to have on it 5 different expressions. This reminds me of 5 different expressions. So the first expression is this. It has to do with this, which is a necklace. I don't know if you can see the color of the necklace. A necklace. And this part of my jacket, the inside part of my jacket. Can you think of an idiomatic expression that encourages people to take a more positive perspective on things based on this and this? Well, this is made of silver. And this part of my jacket, what's this part of my jacket called? The inside is called the lining, okay? Silver and lining. So can you think of one? Did you think of every cloud has a silver lining? Every cloud has a silver lining. That describes the fact that sometimes on a cloudy day, you feel sad, you feel gloomy. Gloomy is a word for feeling sad. Just a sadness that comes over you. You feel gloomy and discouraged. So you could feel sad. But then if you looked at clouds sometimes in the sky on a cloudy day, they'll open up a little bit and it looks a little silver inside. And you're like, every cloud has a silver lining. So I heard several people use that word expression lately because we were living in a situation at a time when things looked a little sad, and so people kept saying, well, there's always a silver lining. So it's a different perspective of looking at things that could be sad or scary or frightening. Okay, so silver lining, that's one. Another one is another kind of metal. Can you see what this is? See what this is? It's a wedding ring, and wedding rings in our culture are usually made out of not silver, but good, gold. So gold. So we say something seems like nothing good can come out of it. We might say, but in fact, this might be a golden opportunity to do something else. Golden opportunity. I heard someone say this the other day. They were saying it's a golden opportunity. I have to stay at home for a while, so it's a golden opportunity to do more reading. It's a golden opportunity to get out my exercise equipment downstairs. I heard somebody said it's a golden opportunity to spend more time with my children. So golden opportunity. So every cloud has a silver lining. Say that. Every cloud has a silver lining. And it's a golden opportunity. It's a golden opportunity. Okay, so those are two of them. Every cloud has a silver lining, and this is a golden opportunity. The third one is kind of interesting because underneath here, if you can see, but can you see the dress that I have here? So can you tell me what color this dress is? What color this dress is? Can you see? If you said black, you're correct. It's a black dress. But it has something interesting, an interesting feature. You can turn this dress inside out. I could wear this dress a whole different way. And inside out, it is a floral, blue and green and yellow floral. It's a flowery, happy print. It's a print, a floral with flowers on it. So this dress is reversible. So on one side, it's black, but on the flip side, it's a beautiful, happy floral. So we could say flip side. So people could say yes, it's a sad day, or yes, it's not very nice outside, but on the flip side, so that's another way of saying a different perspective, an opposite perspective, on the flip side. On the flip side. Okay, that's a third way. And another thing, I don't know if you noticed on this jacket, but down here, I have something else here. And what is this? It's a glove, right? It's a red glove. And it reminds me of the word hand. So hand is another word that we say. We could say on the flip side, or on the other hand. Yeah, did you say other hand? On the other hand. On the other hand, like it's raining outside and I can't go out and play. On the other hand, I can clean out a closet. Or on the other hand, I can spend some time making a jigsaw puzzle. On the other hand. And I thought of another one too. So you probably didn't see it yet, but in the other sleeve, on the other sleeve, I put here, you know what this is? It's a light bulb. And when lights shine, they shine brightly. So I was thinking of the word bright, because we might say, look at the bright side. Look at the bright side. On the other hand, on the flip side, or look at the bright side. So it might be bad weather today, but if I look on the bright side, there's things I can do that are indoors. So I wrote all these down so we can see them. So sometimes it's nice to take a picture of those, but I said I have listed them here. Every cloud has a silver lining. Can you say that? Very good. This is a golden opportunity. Great. The next one, but on the flip side, good. And but on the other hand, and finally, look at the bright side. Okay. So those are all, to remind us again, they are all different sayings, adages, proverbs, idioms or idiomatic expressions, or figures of speech. Figures of speech. So if you want to, you can look up some songs and some stories online. If you were to look up if you would look up Every Cloud Has a Silver Lining, there are many little videos and songs about that. But I thought about these two songs as well. The song Whistle a Happy Tune, and it was when I was a child. One of the first records I had was The King and I, and there was a mother who had a child, and the child was afraid. And so she told the child if the child were to whistle a happy tune, if he whistles a happy tune, he'll be more brave. And so that's a cute song that you could listen to. And also the Beatles, the very famous song, Here Comes the Sun. It's about feeling sad, but then looking at hopeful times. And also it might be very fun to ask other people in your life, or if you know another language, people who know other languages, if they have a way of saying that in their culture, because I'm sure that they do. So I'd like to end you with one more object lesson. Yesterday in the mail, I received a gift. And this gift, you know what this is? What this is? I'm sure many of you know. This is a face mask to wear over my nose and my mouth so that germs or viruses don't go through. So my germs and viruses wouldn't go to somebody else. And so I am going to be wearing this outside. And I could say, oh, I have to wear it outside and it might hurt my ears, or it might make my hair not look good, or I won't be able to see other people's faces if they have it on, and I'll get hot and sweaty. I might look on that, but I might look on the bright side. I might look on the flip side. I might look on the other hand. I might consider that every cloud has a silver lining. And I might, you remember the last one, right? I might realize this is a golden opportunity to be able to show people out in public that I'm trying to protect them, that I don't want to hurt them in any way and give them any of my germs or viruses. So my mother made this for me, and another bright way of looking at that is my mother made me a gift to show me that she cares about me. She's been making these for her friends and people that she loves. So I'm hoping that in your speech and in your writing, you'll be using some of these adages, some of these expressions. And our final quiz is this. So tell me again. I'll point to it. You say what the idiomatic expression is. This necklace and the inside of the jacket. Right? Did you say every cloud has a silver lining? Good. How about this? This ring. This ring. Very good. Golden opportunity. How about this glove? But on the other hand, very good. And how about this light bulb? Yep, but on the bright side. And then finally, but on the flip side. So all I can tell you, to use the last expression, is after all has been said and done, when we're going through rough times, I'm going to say another thing to you. What do you think I'm saying? Hang in there. Hang in there. You can do it. Hang in there. You can manage stressful times, difficult times. Hang in there. So when people say these things, they're trying to share their love with you, their concern for you, and try to use these kind of expressions in your own speech, and try to learn some new ones. Okay, ciao for now. Bye-bye.